start from our SMC families inshaAllah with the videos, reels, posts inshaAllah. We were going to ask about the posts, there's something I was going to ask about the posts, social media posts inshaAllah. What do we got here?
As-salamu alaykum Sayyidi.
Wa alaykum salam wa rahmatullah.
Sayyidi, it's a question from the last talk. While everyone has an equal opportunity to reach the center from the circumference, why do they experience different level of struggle?
Why does everyone have a different level of struggle depending upon what are the circumstances in which Allah has put upon the servant and what is the effort in which the servant is applying. So everyone has to go into their own heart just to even understand in dunya that what condition Allah puts the servant in, and then what ability does the servant have to struggle in the way. We just explained the whole concept of people wanting dunya. When they really want dunya, if they're a crack addict they can make $2,000 a day. Literally, if there's a drug addict, I'm sure even in Pakistan he'll make $2,000 a day because Shaytan is so fiercely in the servant and working for him, helping him. They'll steal, break into 10 houses in one day to go get what their nafs and their shaitan wants. The polar opposite of that servant is a good servant and he wants to worship Allah but he sleeps through his Zhur and Asr. So depending upon how much one is willing to fight their shaitan, how much effort they want to put into it, that was the talk tonight. That if they want to go out, or there are people whom when they took their path they said, no actually I'm going to go sit and do my tafakkur, I'm going to do my zikr, I'm going to do… As-salamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Shaykh Nurjan. Thank you for watching the video that you're watching. InshaAllah, if you're happy with the content and happy with these programs, please support the button below, the programs that we have for our orphanage repairs, our water well, Give the Gift of Life, our mobile food vans. We have now 5 vans: Vancouver, Chicago, Los Angeles, Pakistan. There's many programs that reach thousands of people and rescue foods and give those supplies to people in need. Your support is greatly appreciated. Also, be so kind as to leave loving comments and please share the stream. Every bit counts. As-salamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My practices, and from what they earned they gave, from the time they had they propagated, lived the life of khidmat, did all these things that have been taught. And the one left to them probably went out somewhere else, didn't put the effort in. The one right to them did, Allah knows best. So it means everybody has a different desire within their heart, and as a result of that desire they apply the discipline that they want to achieve that desire. But if we had the desire like a drug addict has for his drugs, that nothing will stop me until I reach the Divine, and I have a zeal in which, no I'm going to reach the Divine, and then keep praying to Allah, grant me himma ya Rabbi. I'm finding myself tired, I'm finding myself weak, I'm finding this, that help me against shaitan, against this fight, and grant me himma. So we see it, we have the proof that people have the zeal to conquer dunya. In the most pathetic situation, that's why I give the example, not like a doctor and a lawyer, but the most pathetic situation of humanity, and the guy can make $2,000 a day. Not that, oh Shaykh, he had an opportunity to be a lawyer, he had an opportunity to be… no, this guy has no opportunity. Most pathetic situation on earth, this guy will make $2,000 a day, $60,000 a month as a drug addict. Where's that zeal? And why when you turn towards Allah that guy can't make $2 a day? So it means there is a devil, and if you work for the devil he makes everything easy, and if we work for Allah we have to fight the devil. Doesn't mean that Allah will let it happen right away, but you fight, you fight, you fight, and then Allah begins to send more energy against the devil, and you find yourself having more himmah, more zeal, more ability. And this is why the tariqah gives the solutions. Watch the videos all over YouTube, but don't watch them, this is just analogy. What's the formula for zeal and energy? They don't give one, they give you 500 different du'as. But what that du'a going to do for you when you don't have energy? So the secret for zeal was what? Salawat upon Prophet. Why? Because you get the nazar of Prophet. If you have the nazar of Sayyidina Muhammad, what do you think is coming from the holy gaze and the glance of Prophet when you greet him and he greets you back? What kind of energy is coming to you? Make your salawat and then read those du'as, because they're teaching you make du'a with no salawat in the beginning and no salawat at the end, as if you're on your own and you and Allah are going to have a personal relationship by yourselves. But Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah teaches, no, you should be making salawat at the beginning of your du'a. Make your du'a and then make your durood sharif and your salawat al Nabi. At the end you seal that prayer. So there are the ways in which to approach, the secrets in how to approach, the blessings on how to approach, inshaAllah.
As-salamu alaykum Sayyidi.
Wa alaykum salam wa rahmatullah.
If we have the ability to conquer dunya and the intention to give to tariqah, does this count as service and is it permissible?
To conquer dunya? No, you're not going to have the ability to conquer dunya. You have the ability to work hard. So tariqah doesn't like lazy people. Some people think, oh I'm going to just join them and do nothing. No, tariqah doesn't like lazy people, like people who have lots of himmah and zeal and people who want to accomplish. As a result of accomplishing, their whole heart is about supporting. They take care of their family needs and they support, they support, they support. So this is an immense blessing, immense zeal that they have. But to think that, no, I want to accomplish dunya so that I can build a masjid for Allah, that become like the people who we described in other talks. That means that Shaytan will deceive the servant, come my way. Then they get so far into dunya they forgot their promise of akhirah. You can't even find the person, they run away thinking they made a deal and now they're gonna go. But our life is not about the conquering of dunyas, we want to conquer paradise. Make your connection to Allah, make your connection to the love of Prophet, then who signs your dunya? Allah signs every check. There's not a check that comes to you, not a dirham, not a dollar, not a cent that comes to you that's not signed by Allah. Nothing that meant for you can be held away from you. It's bi-idhnillah, by the power of Allah everything comes to us. So our life is to serve Allah, make our vow that, Ya Rabbi, from what you give to me I want to be a great supporter, I want to do this, I want to do all these things, I want to take care of my family and raise the flag of Sayyidina Muhammad. And so alhamdulillah. Or I want to be somebody who knows this way, somebody who propagates this way, somebody who understands these knowledges and begins to propagate and send the knowledges. Whatever skill Allah gave to us is the skill that we want to offer back to Prophet. People have technologies and look at all the barakah people have. 50,000 people on the apps in between logging in, logging off, using consistently. They're all reading the awrads, the zikrs and everything from where? From why? But because few people got together and said, I think this would be a good thing to do for the love of Sayyidina Muhammad. So a few sharp men can move a mountain for people, where before they have to search all over the internet on websites that nobody even pays their $45 a month hosting fee and goes down. So people become stranded, what's the awrad, what's the zikr, how to do the prayer, how to do this, how to do that. So it's that very zeal that comes within the hearts of people who have this love that they want to do for themselves and for their brothers and sisters in the way. And this is a great way of love, to show our love for Prophet inshaAllah.
As-salamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh ya Sayyidi.
Wa alaykum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Our zikr is like water to clean ourselves. Are there specific zikrs to purify us from different types of impurities?
Sure. As many zikrs as there are breaths upon a human. We have thousands and thousands of durood al-sharif and salawat upon Prophet and each have their own secrets. So go through as many salawat and durood that you can imagine, and they have their own secrets that they open upon the heart of the servant. Ismuhu dawas wa zikruhu shifas. And every dhikr that we're talking about is durood al-sharif and salawat upon Prophet. The servant doesn't need to say, Allah, Allah, Allah. The servant needs to say, Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali Sayyidina Muhammad. So it means the durood al-sharif is the dhikr of Allah but is a praising upon Prophet which has the immense secret and power. So these are the dhikrs that we're describing, is the different durood al-sharif. Even we said on the app has the nat book, has the salawat book, all of those are prayers. Every nat that you recite is immense secret. Mustafa Jan Rahmah is what? If you read, it's all about these essences and realities. When the servant is reciting that, he's asking for those realities upon their soul. So when you're sitting at home, just recite the nat books. If you can do it with a voice or you do it to yourself silently, these are all the books of du'a. So this is the immense secret of this way. It's not singing, there's no singing, this is not about singing, this is all about the praisings of the Divine. Every angel in paradise makes durood al-sharif upon Prophet. Everything, every angel, every inch and less than an inch of paradise, angels are making different durood al-sharif upon Sayyidina Muhammad. InshaAllah.
As-salamu alaykum Sayyidi.
Wa alaykum salam wa rahmatullah.
Can someone not so strong in keeping sharia rules attain higher levels of ma'rifah?
That was, inshaAllah. Sharia rules is what we described as the natural rule, how do you not keep sharia rules? So the sharia rule is the rule of nature, thou shalt not kill, don't kill anyone. Wash yourself when you're dirty, eat correctly, eat with your right hand not your left hand. So we say all of it was common sense. If you lived in a place where there wasn't soap and paper for you, you have to wash your private parts with your left hand. Then would you put in your regular common sense mouth and common sense in your head, if you had to wash your private parts with your left hand, would you eat your dinner with your left hand too? No, you'd probably be dead in probably a week. So then common sense was, no, then I should eat with this hand and I will clean with this hand. And if there was something dirty on my feet and there's no soap, a day may come on this earth again where these modern grocery stores won't be available. You would clean anything dirty off your feet or off your nose, it's all common sense. Anything dirty on you, you clean left hand because it doesn't come back to your mouth. Common sense. So if your foot dirty, you wipe left hand. Anything beatific and clean is right hand. So would you put your right hand where your foot is dirty? Because now how am I going to eat again? So everything was common sense. The shari'ah is all common sense, the law of nature. Don't harm, don't talk bad, don't do these things. If you follow the shaykhs and follow the tariqah to the best of our abilities, it's all with good intention, then you're finding yourself you are following the shari'ah of Allah. And as soon as you took to the tariqah and you follow their way of good manners and good character, because Prophet gave in holy hadith, there are those whom their amal is not so strong but their khuluq and character is very strong and their deeds are accepted by Allah. Isn't that also common sense? Person's very humble, very soft, very kind, very loving, makes mistakes in laws he didn't know. You don't think Allah is more likely to forgive that servant? Say, alhamdulillah, the servant has such beautiful manners, I didn't even see that, don't worry about writing that down. And then the other one whom knows all the rules but is mean to somebody, arrogant when they talk. Because knowing rules and studying rules can also make a character to be arrogant. That's why you first attain the mercy, you have to be merciful, kind and soft, Allah will teach the servant. But if you don't have mercy and you learned a whole lot of rules where you sit in a room and say, they're doing all this wrong, and there's no more softness, there's no more kindness. You think Allah needs somebody as a law person on this earth? When we're entering into the world of light where there is no body, so what are all these laws for? In a world that we enter where there's no body, the laws were for good character, to achieve good character and to be humble and soft to people, inshaAllah.
As-salamu alaykum Sayyidi.
Wa alaykum salam rahmatullah.
As you mentioned, all these knowledge is loaded on our soul. Even if we don't understand it, how does this help us and how can we retrieve the information from our soul?
Must be first time person, shaykh, you have to do the meditation. That's why you're tuning into a shaykh of muraqabah. So our moderators will put in the link that go to the website, read the articles on tafakkur and contemplation, the articles on energy, get the meditation book. All of this knowledge is based on tafakkur. Not just I talked about marifah and you say, how am I going to get there? Go down the street, make a right and go forward and then make a left. There's no direction time, it's about this is what is being given as jewels for those whom connect their heart and make the connection. So everything, its foundation is the connection. You join the tariqah, make the connection, learn how to do the muraqabah. The articles are free on the website, there's videos on YouTube. And if you have the ability, you get the book on timeless reality and tafakkur, the books on energy, or you get the articles free on nurmuhammad.com. But it's the entire system of energy and connection, inshaAllah.
As-salamu alaykum ya Shaykh.
Wa alaykum salam rahmatullah.
We formed relationships that we seek love, approval or dependency on. Sometimes I feel as a divine test these relationships become disappointing. Is this a lesson from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to let go of dependency on our physical relationships for love, support? And how do we deal with feelings of loneliness? Thank you.
Wa alaykum salam rahmatullah. We have the talks that we love the wrong way. You come onto this earth and for some reason we're taught that we have to love people as if they're the heavens for us. and that we're going to change people to suit the love that we think we need. And you take it from a shaykh, you can change no one. No one you meet can you change. The shaykhs can't change people, so that's not going to happen. So they come and teach you what was the correct love, was your heart had to be for Allah. You have to love your Lord. Nothing else enters into your heart with the love of Allah and His example, and only way to find and understand Allah is to love the Prophet Muhammad. And as you see on this earth, the only example of the heavenly kingdom is Sayyidina Muhammad. Not even the way of Sayyidina Isa is being taught on this earth. Every other book is a book according to somebody else. The only book that Allah accepts in Qur'an is Injil of Sayyidina Isa, and that's not taught on this earth. There is no book according to Jesus of Isa ibn Maryam. All the books are according to somebody else, but that's not what Allah described as being accepted in Qur'an. So it means the way of Sayyidina Muhammad is the only way of the heavens, with good character, good manners, good adab. As a result, the love for Allah following the way of Prophet is the way of all the Prophets. When we have that love, that satisfaction, that connection, every other love you accept them for who they are and not trying to change, because you got the love you needed from the Divine. You have the connection you needed from the Divine, and everything else of the material world will let you down. Relationships, they come and go, people come and go. Most people sell you for a bag of coins if given the opportunity. So this is the law of the material world. So this is the order in which Allah wanted us. Love the heavens, love the example of the heavens with the love of Sayyidina Muhammad inshaAllah. Finished? Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifoon wa salaamun al mursaleen walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Bi hurmati Muhammad al-Mustafa bi siri Surat al-Fatiha. As-salamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Shaykh Nurjan. Thank you for watching the video that you're watching. Inshallah, if you're happy with the content and happy with these programs, please support the button below, the programs that we have for our orphanage repairs, our water well, Give the Gift of Life, our mobile food vans. We have now 5 vans: Vancouver, Chicago, Los Angeles, Pakistan. There's many programs that reach thousands of people and rescue foods and give those supplies to people in need. Your support is greatly appreciated. Also, be so kind as to leave loving comments, and please share the stream. Every bit counts. As-salamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.